Alright, so we're going to turn this rough cut lumber. As you can see, I milled this last year. Turn this rough cut lumber into a barn door for our customer.
Alright, first we're going to start off by joining the stiles and the rails to get everything square. After that, we're going to put it through the planer, that way everything comes out parallel. I'll show you here in a second when I run through the planer. Now that we have our boards jointed on two sides to get that 90 degrees, I can take the stile and rails and run them through the planer so that way we get a perfectly parallel board. That way everything's square for when we do our joinery for our door. That way all of our angles are together and square. Alright, here I set my dado blade as 1-inch depth to cut a 1-inch in-depth groove in my rail and stiles, and it's approximately 3/4 inches wide. That way it fits the shiplap I use for inside the doors for my paneling. This is what it looks like when I'm done with the dado cuts in the tongue and groove. Alright, now that we have all our pieces cut and ready to go, now here I'm just gluing them all together and getting it all clamped together. This one's going to have an X on the bottom, so all I gotta do is just make the X and glue it all together, leave it clamped overnight, and it should be good to go to get sanded and stained. This is the best part for me, is just getting everything sanded and staining the door. Here, this one was like a custom stain I had to come up with because the customer wanted a little bit lighter than the aged barrel stain that I usually use. So I had to pre-mix it and it was ready to go. And now I'm just applying it, wiping it down with a rag. That's usually how I do it, put it on with a brush and just wipe it off with a rag. And it's usually ready to go. This is the final product. I appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a comment.